Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. In a view to improve the education system and bring about a comprehensive curriculum, the Union Cabinet approved the new National Education Policy, which has been revised for the first time in 34 years. So let us take a look at the new features and some of the characteristics of the new education policy. To start off with, let us look at the policy changes in the field of school education.
The National Educational Policy proposes changing in the existing 10+2 curriculum and replace it with 5+3+3+4 design covering children of age group from 3 to 18 years, where 5 refers to the foundational stage comprising 3 years of pre-primary school and grades 1 and 2, and 3 refers to preparatory stage from grades 3 to 5, and the other 3 refers to grades from 6 to 8, and finally 4 refers to grades from 9 to 12. The policy also aims at universalization of pre-primary education by 2025. The school curriculum will be reduced to core concepts and there will be an integration of vocational program from class 6th. The report cards will be a comprehensive report based on their skills and abilities instead of just marks and statements. The ministry also announced that there will be holistic and multidisciplinary education in terms of flexibility of subjects.
E-courses will be developed in regional languages and a National Educational Technology Forum will be created. A National Assessment Center called FARAK has been set up for assessing the students. The policy also aims at creating an apex body called the Rashtriya Shikshak Ayog, which is to be headed by the Prime Minister, and the main responsibility of this apex body is to ensure an overall development of education in the country. National Curricular and Pedagogical Framework for Early Childhood Care and Education to be developed by the NCERT. Various provisions to be made for children with disabilities will be taken care of. Classrooms to be utilized for adult education in the evenings. Tech-based option of learning through apps and TV channels will be provided for adults. So now let us move on and look at some of the policy changes made in the university level education.
Replaced by National Higher Regulatory Authority, which shall be the sole regulator for higher education including the professional education, and there will also be an establishment of National Research Foundation for granting competitive funding for outstanding research proposals. Common entrance exams will also be conducted for admissions to universities and higher education.
High-performing Indian universities will be encouraged to set up their campuses abroad. The new policy aims at forming an Indian institution of translation which will lay emphasis on Sanskrit and other Indian languages. All higher education institutions, including IITs, will be transformed into multidisciplinary institutions by 2040. No hard separation as arts and science, and students shall have the flexibility and liberty to take up subjects of their own choice and interest. An academic bank credit shall be established which will store the credits earned by students.
All the changes that the government has proposed seems very essential and important, but what is the practical applicability of these changes and how much time will it take for these changes to come into force? Do let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This is Durga.
And this is Naganathan Iyer signing off. Goodbye and stay safe. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed the video, do give it a like and share it among your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for getting more updates. Thank you.